I'm Catherine Markham, editor for World Cement, and I'm here in Ulder with HAVER and BOECKER. In August, they'll be celebrating 125 years since the company was founded in 1887. So today we're going to be talking to Dr. Fesker and Mr. Pagenkemper, but first here's some key facts about the company. If we could just start with you introducing yourself.
Yeah, I'm Reinhold Fesker. I'm with HAVER and BOECKER, and I'm managing partner of HAVER and BOECKER and responsible for the machinery division.
HAVER and BOECKER was established 125 years ago. Those were very different times. Could you tell us a little bit about what the company was like then?
First of all, the differences are not that big.
Really?
I mean, at that time, the company was a privately owned and managed company, as today. At that time, we were specialists for quality, as we are today. And at that time, we were dedicated to wire weaving only. That is different from today because we added to our volume on our sales program the machinery division in 1925. But at that time, of course, it was quite different. We did have a lot of things we do not have today. First of all, we started with 12 people in 1887, and 10 years later we doubled the number and had 24 people. So that was a big increase. But the issue at that time was specialized wire class for the mining industry. That was a focus we had on, and that was a competence we had. And at that time, even they started automation, what we are doing today as well. So there are some differences, slightly, but there are a lot of things which are still valid for us today.
You've been working here for quite some time, and you must have seen some significant changes in terms of technology, perhaps. So could you describe some of those?
Yeah, I think we have seen in these more than 30 years I'm working for the company, in the personal way of working, there are major changes. We have a big impact on our attitudes to work. When I started, we did not have the computers yet. We did not have the handies yet, or the iPads and iPhones. We did not have the good telecommunication connections. I worked, for example, in 1980 in Brazil, and then we had really problems to get a phone to the working area where we worked. We had to put a line, telephone line of 20 kilometers to be able to call home, and that was all with transmission towers and with the girls who make the connection. That is difference. In technology, of course, if you think 35 years back, then you have a lot of changes. We had not yet the high capacities we are running today. We did not have the computerized systems. The machines mostly were mechanical. We had no programming of processes. What we do today, we have no optimization for the things, and that is major changes we face in technology as well. And then we had major impacts on the company, of course. We developed a lot of new products in the last 30 years plus, and we had the globalization that was very exciting for us, and we take it as a chance. We still take it today as a chance. And we are very happy that we opened the frontiers and the borders. And I'm just coming from a meeting in Berlin. It is fundamental that we are going abroad, that we go even as mid-sized family-owned and managed companies. We have to go to other and foreign countries to make our business, and we have to be there. And that 35 years ago, I think you still could sit down, relax, and wait that somebody would call on you. Today you have to go and call on them. That is a major turnaround we had.
And in terms of product developments, I mean, have you got any significant milestones?
Yeah, we developed, HAVER and BOECKER is known for the rotary packer, that at that time When we started, it was a packing machine with mechanical scales. Today we have electronic ones. We had the maximum speed at that time was 120 tons an hour, let's say 2,400 bags, 50 kg. Today we are just running 25, nearly worldwide. We have the automated systems. We have high-speed machines. We have different products. We are able to bag powdery products today in PE film bags. And the newest thing from HAVER and BOECKER, of course, is that we recently acquired the company named NewTech. So HAVER and BOECKER at that time, when I started, was a company who sold machines. Today we sell processes, we sell complete installations, we sell complete terminals with silo technology, with packing machines, with palletizing, with dispatch. So we widened our expertise, and we widened our field of actuation where we are active.
Yeah, Mr. Parkenkemper was talking about the way that the Roto Classic has really changed HAVER and BOECKER.
Yeah, that was, I would say, the bread and butter machine. That was a machine we can produce in higher numbers. That is not, let's say, all machines are different from each other. They have special modifications because the cements are different, for example, as well. So we have to adapt the machines to that. But the cement industry required, and HAVER and BOECKER was lucky at the time that they had the design, they required automated high-speed machines, and the Roto Classic today is still the market leader, and we still want to be the market leader in the future as well. So we have the best machine in the world. We are proud of it, and we are working hard to remain that front runner on machine development for cement industry.
Looking ahead to the future, what poses the biggest challenge to HAVER and BOECKER?
Yeah, the biggest challenge today for the future, I think, these are the challenges which come with the globalization, and we have, through the globalization, of course, we have many more competitors in the world, and that is, that is a problem. Let's say we have to face it and we have to control it, and we are happy that the number of competitors is one thing. The quality of the competitors is another one, and I think up to now we succeed in having the best quality, the most experience. I mean, we are a company which are mainly working on packing machines. We have an expertise for more than 80 years in doing packing machines, and I think we will defend the number one in quality worldwide, and I think there is a chance as well to show that off and show that and convince our customers that we are the front runner, that we have more advantages to sell to them than others. And the other challenge is, of course, that for the cement industry, if you look at the cement industry in 2012, we think that we will not have more projects in the world. The number of projects will remain more or less stable. There will not be a boom like we have had in China in the last few years, or in Asia again. But we all think that there will be a stability in projects. That means for us, our challenge is that we have to expand our scope of supply. We have to deal more with processes. We have to optimize the processes. So if we do not get the numbers, then we have to have bigger numbers, of course, and bigger projects. And that is what we are doing very actively in Asia, in Africa, in North and South America. And so we change a little bit to the supplier of complete installations.
You've already touched there on my next question, which was your plans to develop the company further.
Yeah, we see a certain development that we have. First of all, we have to base ourselves and found ourselves on our people. The human resources is mainly and very important to us. That is a main problem in the future. We are an aging generation here in Germany. We are our population, and we cannot compare with other countries like Peru, for example. This morning, the president told me that 10%, only 10% of the population in Peru is older than 50 years. Yeah. And that is quite different from Elde or from Germany or from Europe. So they have better chances because they have so many young people. On the other side, we invest a lot in education, in human resources, and in training programs. And I think that will be the future, that we are the advanced people here in knowledge in Germany and Europe. We will do here and continue doing our high quality machines, but we will stabilize the number of employees in Europe. We have added to HAVER and BOECKER in the last 5 years only 7 people in Germany.
Right.
However, we have added to the group 360 people outside Germany.
Wow.
So that shows very clearly where the direction goes to, that we will expand in the other countries, be close to the customer, work in Brazil, and recently 2 weeks ago we opened our office now in Australia. So we are represented on all countries and all continents, and we want to be close to the customer. We want to sell them advantages, automated processes, and that is only possible if we have a big hub at home for research and development, and that we are working hard on it.
That also covers your company's philosophy towards growth. I mean, it's obviously the people are the most important part for you.
Yeah, the growth will be in our heads. I mean, the growth will not be in people, let's say, in the number of people, but the growth will be in the doing of the people, and the intelligence growth is important for us in the future, to do even more intelligent solutions for the customers, to invent new systems for packing, whatever is thinkable. Today we are in food, we are in minerals, we are in mining, we are in cement, we are in mortars and building materials. We still have some ideas to expand. The agro business, for example, for us is not very important up to now. The agro business will be more important in the future because worldwide a number of people will increase, so everybody needs fertilizers, everybody needs seeds, and then special products for the food industry. So there we see still chances for the future.
I know that HAVER has a really good training program here.
Yeah, we a couple of years, let's say 2007, if I'm not wrong, we started our HAVER Academy. This HAVER Academy has 2 or 3 main points and objectives. First of all, we want to train our own people. We want to give them a chance for 30 or 40 years they are with HAVER and BOECKER, that they always are up to date in their knowledge, that they are skilled and they have the necessary skills to accompany the technical development we are facing all together. Second, we want to train our operators of our machines. We see more and more in other countries, in more remote areas as we have, that they all want to have our products, automated systems, high-speed systems, but in some areas of the world they are not experienced enough to operate these installations. So it takes us a long time to train them locally to operate the machines. And that is why the HAVER Academy is there to develop training programs for them, interactive ones on the computers, as well as training programs at the locations, so we can shorten this time from installation up to 100% of production. And third, we see that we need more young people to be trained from different countries, from our subsidiaries in China, in India, in South America, North America. And the HAVER Academy will do this in the future as well. So actually we have people from Kosovo, from India, from China, and from Brazil here. They get a training program to be a skilled worker for 3 years training program. And in parallel, we have a university at HAVER and BOECKER at the HAVER Academy, so they can do their bachelor. So when they are 21, 22 years old, they come with 18, then they have the official paper of Germany to be a skilled worker. That means a lot. And then, in addition, they get the paper to be a bachelor. And then later on, if they are interested, they can do their master or whatever they want in academic research and development.
Great.
Yeah.
So anything that you want to, hints you want to give about this Technology Day this year?
Yeah, the Technology Days is for us very important because we will have a couple of new events at the Technology Day. We will, first of all, we will have some very important people who give us some new information from in general, from what is with minerals, what is with raw materials worldwide, what will be the development of energy, what will be the development in the mining industry. There, Professor Unland will have the possibility to inform us about the newest developments, and we have a guest from our association who will talk about mid-sized family-owned companies. What is their future? Do we still have a realistic chance to do another 125 years? And then thirdly, we have one of our biggest customers, our biggest customer in Africa, Mr. Dangote. He will speak about the possibilities our industry will have in Africa in the next few 10 to 20 years. So that is very interesting for giving perspectives. Where do we want to go? What is going on worldwide? And then we, of course, we want to show our customers what we developed in the past. And there you can see a major step. First of all, we will show, of course, the latest models of our Rotopacker. There we have some new features installed in them, especially in the electronics. These new machines are easier to maintain, easier to handle and to operate. Then we first time in 125 years, we will show our own pelletizing system. So that is the advantage that we can show from packer to pelletizer before we have the silo. And then we will have a big installation, really big, it's about 12 meters high, where we have developed a new loading system for pelletized products. And this is something to automate, especially in Asia, the loading situation, and relieve the companies from the many very dirty working places. I mean, they want, in India, for example, the boom in India has now an effect that they have enough jobs. I mean, they have better paid jobs in India than to pack cement bags. I mean, but a very intelligent job. I mean, that is boring, that is difficult to do, and in this temperature and the high humidity in these countries, it is really a difficult job for them. So we discussed with a couple of companies that we need an automated system even for India. And this we will present on the Technology Days. And besides that, we have a lot of advantages and new features for the machines, for the other, except the cement industry, for the mortars and for the chemicals and so on. We will present HAVER and BOECKER Machinery Division at a good show, and I think all participants will be happy to have made the way to and to visit Oelde and to spend the time in Oelde.
Great. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you too.
Thank you. So, first of all, could you just introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Bernhard Pagenkemper. I'm the sales director of HAVER BOECKER Machine Factory, and I'm with the company since 1989. And I follow through, let's say, all positions known in our sales organization, starting with project engineer, sales engineer, and then stepping up and climbing up the career. Then 10 years I was the leader of the cement business unit, and since 2 years I'm the director sales of HAVER BOECKER.
Great, thank you. First of all, we'll talk about CAMOS, the new project. So.
Oh yeah, CAMOS. CAMOS, that is a nice matter, our beloved matter. In principle, we introduced a new quotation system, but that's much more. We had already a quotation system, but this one is in a certain way an intelligent one that is based on rules, on relation between components. Also, we are able now to transfer a lot of experience and knowledge from our salespeople into this computer system, and that helps us a lot to improve the quality of our quotations, not only here in Oelde, but worldwide. You have heard from Dr. Feske that we are constantly growing as a group, and that a lot of new employees, company members, group members are joining HAVER and BOECKER, and what we have to do is that we have to transfer a basic knowledge to everyone. joining us. And the intention is that wherever a customer has contact with HAVER and BOECKER, the reaction will be the same. Fast, reliable, and not contradicting. Also, what we have to do is that we have to provide identical answers and solutions to our customers. And that we are able to do with this CAMOS. We introduced it now. We worked heavily on that for 1.5 years. And starting April, we started with a ramp-up phase. We do not say, let's say, the go live. We are accelerating slowly but constantly, and the results are very promising. Also, not only training, it's one thing to improve a company, also the chance to introduce a system like that and to provide tools worldwide for everyone in a certain quality.
Is this CAMOS, is this just for HAVER and BOECKER, or will it also apply to the subsidiary companies?
That is to be applied for the entire HAVER group and for all subsidiaries. Of course, we will start, let's say, with the subsidiaries which are very close to HAVER and BOECKER headquarters, the packing machine subsidiaries, and then we will do the rollout step by step, also incorporating the companies with own technology, for example, like eBau or like Feige.
Yeah, okay. And possibly also NewTek, which is your latest acquisition.
Oh yes, NewTek, we will show them this CAMOS system, and then we will incorporate this, because NewTek, of course, it makes integral part of our technology and systems. What we have to do is we have to integrate NewTek, we have to integrate the company itself, the people, and as I said, to integrate people, it will be helpful to use CAMOS, because with this we are able to, in the first step, to integrate them to our technology, and of course we want to integrate their technology to our systems. So that is vice versa. We have to give them something, and they will provide us again something back, and that will be fruitful. And as I said, CAMOS, that could be an integration tool.
Great. Looking at the cement industry, which regional markets are the most important to HAVER and BOECKER?
Oh, that's difficult to say. For us, the world is our market. Also in cement, we are interested in all markets which are coming up, which are already existing. And what we do is we are not looking only in regional markets. We have also some markets which we call more specific markets, technology-based. Of course, the regional markets that will cover our, let's say, normal volume. For example, if you look at Southeast Asia, at this moment, Indonesia is booming. There is a lot of movement. Of course, we will do our business there and engage ourselves. On the other hand, we have another way to see potential markets where we define, for example, a market for clean bags. So this is a matter how to produce clean bags, how to provide, let's say, high quality packaging for value-added products. And one of these examples, for example, is this HAVER Adams technology, which is well known. You see in the Lafarge group in UK, Lafarge introduced this technology, and that is different to see. The emerging markets at this time, they are more based on traditional technology, but sometimes a little bit sophisticated by automation, backplacing, loading, palletizing, and of course this is, we will handle these markets with our known technology, but on the other hand, we always will try to be one step ahead of the demands of the market with clean bags, with high-speed packing and so on.
Is HAVER and BOECKER impacted by the environmental regulations that have been coming into force for the cement industry?
Of course. Also there is also for us, no doubt, we are impacted. We are in the lucky position that we try to foresee the developments. If you think at the, let's say, energy savings, clean bags, weight accuracy, sustainability, we are convinced that we were one step ahead, that we had the finger on the pulse of the market. Sometimes we try to introduce things and technology to the market which were not known, where people didn't see the requirements, but then we were lucky that sometimes later new regulations came up, and so we were able to provide solutions to our customers right in the moment without having, let's say, long development times, delivery times, so that we are able to fulfill whatever is required immediately.
Would you say that energy efficiency is one of the most important things?
Yes, of course it is. Sometimes people, they say, oh, these small packing machines, if they are energy efficient or not, this doesn't interest me. I'm more or less interested, let's say, in my mill, in my kiln. There I have really the energy consumption. But if you see also packing plants, it's not only a packing machine. Of course, we try to optimize the packing machines, but what we have to do is we have to look at the entire system. And if you see a packing plant then, with a packing machine as a, let's say, main component, it also consumes energy. And wherever we do our project engineering, we look at this energy efficiency, and also we force our sub-suppliers to respect this, this requirement.
So a few years ago, at the last HAVER and BOECKER Technology Day, you released the latest generation HAVER Rotopacker. How successful has this been?
Yeah, what you mean, that is a Roto Classic. We introduced it in end 2008, and we were lucky that we were able to prove that even this packing technology, which is known since 50 years, since 1960, could be improved. Also we did Rotopackers for 50 years, and even here in-house, people, they were a little bit skeptic, saying, to improve our beloved HAVER Rotopacker, that's not possible. But then we did a leap in this. We developed the Classic. It's more maintenance friendly, it's modular with a lot of advantages for the customer. And that was the right decision, and we are selling this packer with good results, successfully, and in the market it is recognized as a good packer. And again, HAVER and BOECKER could do, let's say, a step ahead. And what is interesting is that this also helps us to change technology here inside HAVER and BOECKER. The Classic itself became the basis for a platform strategy, which then we will apply also on inline packers, Integra packers, also different packers, not for cement, also for other industries. And you imagine a company celebrating 125 years of age, sometimes some thoughts, the way to approach the solution of problems, that is a little bit, it's not very easy to change things. And the Classic was also a tool to break up some structures which were really too strong. And that is part of our constant moving towards something better.
And do you have any other R&D projects in the pipeline?
Yes, we do. Also, there are so many, and sometimes, and today also too early to tell about all the details, but you have to see we created even a new home for our research and development department in our works number 6. 1.5 years ago, we acquired here some buildings and some space to allow us to grow also here in Oelde. And there is one part of this new facility reserved for these creative colleagues, and they are constantly trying to develop not only new machines, new, let's say, processes. We are looking at processes and systems, and what we are doing is we try to find solutions for the interaction between the product to be packed, the packing means, bag probably, and the machinery. Also our task at HAVER and BOECKER is to bring the product which the customers are producing and the packaging means together in a nice way with a certain speed, accuracy, cleanliness, and that these people are involved to every day. And what we have to do is we have to keep them clear from daily business. They have to be Of course, we have to control them. Also, research and development people, you have to know what they are doing, but you have to give them the freedom to create new ideas and to create ideas where people normally said it's not possible. And that they are doing constantly. And we hope that in the next years we will have some new results which will astonish the market and give us some more success.
I saw that you have entered into a joint venture with them, I'm not sure if joint venture is the right word, but with the university to increase kind of project development.
Yes, and we use the university not only, let's say, to transfer work. What we see is that there are people which are really free. They are not influenced by a HAVER BOECKER history, that are young people. And what we want to do is that we utilize, let's say, these fresh people to create new ideas. And that is also the task of this research and development department, to keep close contacts to universities, institutes, and to help us to gain new ideas, new things, and also to provide us with good, motivated, fresh young people.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was a pleasure.